Hey Maya, welcome to the Education Next podcast, and I welcome you here. And nice to see you. So tell me, how have you been?
I've been good, just a little bit right now waking up, and
Uh-huh.
I have been learning currently AI,
Mhm.
and it's been very interesting.
Wow.
And I can show you first, and I can first tell you how I started it and how the idea came.
Mm.
I was in Pristina
Mhm.
with my brother and dad. Arta had came,
Mm.
and we were talking.
Mhm.
And then she was talking about how AI was while we were walking back to our hotel. And then I had all these ideas for questions. And
Mm.
then she decided to download it on my iPad. And
Mm.
then we had the idea of making a small group with me and Adi. And that turned out with more kids than my two other friends and then Rita. And
Mm.
now we're all learning AI, and it's been very helpful
Mm.
to not only me and
Mm.
also Maria and other people.
Mm.
And the reason also I think we should all learn it is because in a lot of jobs, like for example, medicine, it'll probably you won't even have to be there.
Mm.
I mean, there won't be any people at there anymore. There'll be AI because it's humans are normally around 80% accuracy with a lot of time, and um, then AI is around 95% accuracy or 90%, and that's a lot of a difference. And it only takes a few seconds and just scan and
Mm.
gives you your result.
Mm.
For example, these things it will just all go over. So we have to be able to know that and not take the
Mm.
stupid job opportunities because then you will just be kicked out and what do you do?
Mhm. Can you repeat the last sentence? What did you say? You don't have to take that?
Then you'll just be fired from your job because AI can do it better. And then it's like, what do? You didn't, because in high school you were like, I'm going to go for this thing, so I'm going to major in this. And then it's kind of now pointless because it's AI now.
Yeah, that makes so much sense because, like you said, there is a long journey when you have a typical traditional schooling. You have a very long journey. You start with the age of age 3 or 4, and it continues to, I don't know, 16 till you pass grade 12, and then you have your college, and then you master in something, and it just goes on. And by the time you have lost, all the that time when you could have explored, you could have learned, and thankfully now you have so many interesting things to learn. And AI is changing not only education, it's changing how people are working and doing jobs. So yeah, and it's so good that you guys are learning it and you're taking advantage of it no matter where you are. Like Adi is from India, you're in Balsko right now, and uh, where is Rita from? She's learning from Kosovo. So it's
So Pristina, I think. Yes,
mhm.
Pristina.
All right. So it becomes very interesting because they're all in different places, and then you can meet Ada, who's conducting these sessions mostly from London. So wow, look at this. I mean, you can learn no matter where you are. So tell me, how are you using AI in a day-to-day life, or how do you think you can use AI in a day-to-day life?
I have a lot of ideas normally. Some of them are a little bit ahead of time, and some of them you
Hmm.
can do, I think, now, but then you need some more people
Mhm.
to understand this. For example, one of them that's ahead of time is for example, I had just said here you could have a ring, it can be
Mhm.
whatever color, but with like one of those thick rings, not so thin. And basically, AI is monitoring you day to day and then saying that you need to eat more potassium or vitamin C,
Mhm.
and then it can even talk maybe with your doctor version of AI, and then
Mhm.
they can discuss together what they've seen.
Mhm.
And also every morning the AI on your ring
Mhm.
it sends you a short, quick message that you can understand very fast, matter of a minute, and you read it, and then you know what you have to do for your health that's better.
Wow. So, is it like a watch, an Apple Watch, where it tells your uh, BP and other things, blood pressure and things? So you think that there can be a ring that could tell you how much potassium or how much whatever calcium is there in your body, and you can adjust your diet accordingly. Does that mean something like that?
Yeah, I don't know what an Apple Watch. I know what an Apple Watch is, but I'm not sure exactly how it's used because I have a better watch what just shows the time. Because with an Apple Watch, charge it, it dies. You charge it, it dies. You charge it, it dies. It doesn't really work so well from my perspective. Apple has better things than the Apple Watch, I think.
It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And a lot of adults should hear you talking because you make a lot of sense, Maya. Common sense. Because, like you say, it's a headache to have a watch like that where you have to keep charging it and it keeps time. And, a traditional watch makes more sense any day. All right. So, would you like to share something interesting? Any interesting project that you did with AI during your sessions, or something that really sparked your interest?
I remember we're doing this project. I mean, it was not so much of a project, but we have a lesson every Sunday at 9. So then we had this board that Arta would show, not real life, but where she shared her screen, and there was the AI that can see, and wait, I need to remember the order, okay? Because there are 5 things I think. So I know see, talk, think, do. Basically, the CAI is. I need to remember everything now.
That's
More
fine.
simpler things. No, I remember. For example, Rita has on her iPad. It's basically it follows her face. If she moves, the camera moves with her, and then that's also AI. So that's somewhere near the CAI. And I think AI can think around things. And then no, sorry, it's not think, it's the talk. The talk one is similar, for example, to Alexa.
All right. So, like, basically, you can talk and you can get answers, like Siri, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, I mean Siri. I don't use it, so I forget what it's called.
That's fine. Even Alexa does the same thing. Even Alexa does the same thing.
Okay, but it's more of this kind of thing. And then the think one can think. I forgot what it's relevant to. But the do one is the best one. The do one is the best. There is this robot you can search on YouTube. She literally has a name and she looks like a human. She can sing. And for example, there's also dog robots. I want one. It looks so cute. And then there's like a robot that can clean, a robot that can help in older people. Like there's so many robots. And for example, also Adi had the idea to get an AI robot that goes and helps people that are homeless and gives them like food and helps them. And like this is honestly a smart idea to me.
I love that idea of taking. So dogs goes and find homeless people.
No, it's just a robot. And also Adi also had an idea. We have a dog robot go find a stray dog and help the dog.
Wow, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's amazing. All right, so a lot of interesting things you've shared with me. And how is it learning with all the other people? You were learning alone, I think, at the beginning. And then how is it now that you have a lot of people? How does that make a difference?
In the beginning, it was more like me and Adi. It wasn't as interesting. I'm not saying anything negative to Arta or Adi, but it's more fun to have more people because then you hear more different ideas. Because some people may have so cool ideas. I would have never thought of it. So it's like fun to see the different ideas, and then we come up with the one idea with thinking about it all together. It works very well. So it started with me and Adi, then came along my two friends, Maria and Joanna, that are sisters.
Mm.
And then the last person that currently came is Rita.
Mhm.
And we all have these ideas. Rita already has experience with AI
Mm.
because she's already won awards with it.
Mhm.
So she's already very experienced with it. And then we're all learning together and it's super fun and we have a lot like tears.
Mm.
But it started with Arta suggesting I have every Sunday a short call with her. And then I was like, since at that time I was very, very talking a lot to Adi, like a lot. I was like, why doesn't Adi come in the Sunday call? And that happened. And then more people happened. So that was fun.
And how did you reach out to Joanna and Maria? Did you tell them about the class as well, or?
Um, Basically, first, we didn't read. Well, I probably would have talked to them, but
Mm.
it first happened where my dad had a meeting with their mother. Their mother told me a few things about them. That day, I was bicycling on some ramps
Mhm.
on the park. I can't jump, but I like it. It's so fun.
Mhm.
And I was like, why not? Why not they come on Sunday or something? And we bicycle
Mm.
together,
Mm.
and we did it.
Mm.
And then I ended up taking Joanna to my house because Maria, they
Mm.
had rented they had rented mountain bikes because they only had city bikes since they used to live in Sofia. Um, so then we had to bring the bikes back. So I pushed two bikes because
Mm.
it was much easier. We just pushed all three bikes up to my house
Mm.
because it was gonna start raining. And I was like, let's go to my house, it's not too far. And then I took Joanna because it's gonna start raining. And then it kind of just kept on going like that. And then we invited them for a pizza party. And then I was hanging out. I learned how to wakeboard. And they told me, because I asked about sleepover, but then they told me that they have training with every morning. And then I started going to their training, and then everything just went. So now they are coming to my AI class. I don't know exactly when I told them about it.
But that's very interesting. I think you shared a very
Yeah.
interesting collaboration that happened. They invited you to the training, you invited them to the AI classes, and it became a beautiful collaboration. I think that is the beauty of living in a small and trusted community where people know each other and they can come to each other's home, they can share, and that makes it very, very beautiful. And especially if you're all if you can learn from each other at the same time, have fun together, it makes very interesting. Last but not the least question, I want to ask you, how was your experience with when you had a boot camp? You were in the AI boot camp as young geniuses for the Kosovo boot camp. So just tell me, how was your experience, and how do you think you inspired young people to use AI in their jobs and lives?
Um, but I think it inspired them because first, like I think I wasn't so much involved with this part, but Arta likes Kosovo a lot.
Hmm.
Um, and she then decided to had the idea to make a boot camp.
Hmm.
I think she did.
Hmm.
It wasn't so much in this part. And then she had the idea, I think, where everyone in the class, everyone, Rita, my friends, Adi, yes,
Hmm.
and then we all spoke about AI, and it ended up to be a 3-hour call.
Hmm.
And then she was teaching them about it. I wasn't there when she was teaching people
Hmm.
in Kosovo, but I know I was there in the first meeting, and
Hmm.
I think that inspired them a little bit because
Hmm.
I think I'm very happy that we talked because the idea was we give them confidence and we show them a little bit about it, and I think that worked because
Hmm.
I said at the end of my thing, if I can do it, you can do it, and I think they did very good on doing it.
I think that was a very powerful statement that you gave. I remember very clearly you said, if I can do, you can do. And, I think something like that coming from a young person like you would have definitely helped them, be more energetic throughout the next 3 days, whatever the sessions they had. And they had all great things to talk about, young geniuses, because all of you, I think, are an inspiration to many people who have any hesitation or whatsoever to use AI or go through an alternate path of learning. Because you young geniuses, I think, you're not only saying things, you are actually action people, you are taking action. You have a very alternate way of living and learning. Adi has a very alternate way, your friends and Vita, I'm sure, as well. So you guys have taken a plunge where many people are still thinking, can we take a path that we really want to take? And you guys are doing it in action. So it's amazing, and amazing to have you, Maya, talk about AI and everything. Thank you for being here, and take care. You have anything else to say before we leave about why should kids learn AI now? Do you think kids should learn AI?
It's not only about the job, it's about how it's such a useful thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can use it to ask all your questions, your things, but first they will have to understand more because there's so many ways to use AI.
Mm-hmm.
You get overwhelmed, seriously. So better to have some courses, I don't know, but just talk with someone before you want to. But if you want to try, then you could try. But I think it's very useful. You can ask all your questions, and I think it's a very useful tool that you should try.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair thing to say, that you should try if you need it, and it will make more sense when you have an actual need, right? So thank you, Maya, for being here. See you again. Till then, bye-bye.
Bye.